This video is about how tragedy changed my life. I'll explain how I see the world completely differently ever since I sadly lost my father a year ago. To find out more, please stay tuned to this video. Welcome to the SCG Show, the home of education entertainment, and please do me a favour, if you really enjoyed this video, smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. In early 2020, when the pandemic started, my 62-year-old father sadly got sick and died. A year later, to the day, I cannot believe what happened. We're still in shock. My thoughts and prayers go out to all victims and people suffering in difficult times. Losing my dad in the way I did as well doesn't make sense. He had no underlying issues. He was a good, honest, loving man. And life took him away, and we couldn't even say goodbye. My heart aches as I say this to you, as you can imagine. But then it got me thinking about life overall. And whilst I'm still doing the same work and businesses I was doing prior to my dad, a lot's changed. In fact, so much has changed personally in my life. I'm creating this video not for sympathy or attention, but hopefully for inspiration. Why does tragedy strike? Welcome to the harsh reality of life. Why did my loved one have to die? The harsh reality of life. Why me? Why us? Why them? Why you? Again, welcome to the harsh reality of life. I don't have all the answers, nor I'm going to preach to you to become a Christian, a Buddhist, etc. I'm trying to hopefully relate to people of all backgrounds here. Instead, out of tragedy springs a new life. Out of the storm comes a rainbow. One chapter closes, another one begins. I'm not saying I'll never miss or forget my poor father. He's always with me. I'll cherish those memories and moments forever. But I also have grown and changed dramatically. Some changes have been unnecessary, and some of these changes have been vitally important for the development of my character. Here is how tragedy changed my life. I now believe family is just a title. For discretional reasons, I shall not reveal the true extent of what has gone on in my personal family, but I assure you it wasn't pretty. Before his death, I was led to believe family was everything. Lines like family must stick together. Always put your family first. We love each other no matter what. When I say family, I kind of mean your extended family. Cousins, uncles, etc. Following my dad's death, and so much so in a lockdown, the true colours were displayed. Masks slipped of people that had been wearing them for 30 odd years. I saw what people really thought of me, and in turn my dad. I saw the truth. When it comes to narcissists, an analogy that is largely used to describe them is they wear masks, and when they're exposed, that mask slips. And when the mask does come off, you see the monster who they truly are. It is the most brutal and harshest reality I learned when it came to family. What is so strange was family I thought would never support me, or love or be there for me, have gone above and beyond and proved me wrong. And those who I relied upon, done so much for, loved dearly, turned their back, stabbed me in the back, betrayed me, like I don't exist. And they made grief more about themselves than about the immediate family. I feel deeply sorry for my late dad, who gave so much of himself to so many. And maybe that was wrong. He pushed for family to stick together no matter what. He begged and pleaded for it. And now family to me, a year on, it's just a title. Just because uncle is in front of your name, or you happen to be blood related, a cousin, doesn't mean I have to spend the rest of my life in and around you, or put up with your stress and drama and problems. It may break my father's heart knowing this, but I know he would support my rational and logical conclusion to prioritise myself and our now much smaller immediate family and friends. I now believe family is just a title. Please don't forget to hit the like button if you are enjoying this video. Tragedy has made me break traditions that no longer suit me. Whilst I was a lover of being traditional, I was old-fashioned in my thinking prior to my dad's death. That's all now gone out the window. For the record, I haven't denounced my faith or anything like that. It is more the rituals, traditions, and events that we used to do because of him, or that he insisted on doing. I'm firmly breaking that cycle. There are some things I shall keep up with which are deeply personal, along with immediate family, etc. But in turn, there's some things I will no longer keep doing. Tragedy has allowed me to review and evaluate. When you add lockdowns in as well, you've got more time to think these things through. I remember sitting down one evening with a cup of tea, just thinking of all the random places we used to go, the awful people we had to socialise with, the out-of-date rituals and weird stuff we had to adhere to, the unimportant stress, drama and problems we tolerated from certain individuals. Well, I'm putting my foot down to all of it. My father's friends, although some good and bad, were his friends, not mine. My father's family, again, some good and bad, were his family, and family's just a title. My dad's interests, passions, hobbies, so on, his favourite foods, his, not mine. I choose to break the cycle and live my own terms. I'm not saying my dad was a control freak, but hopefully you get the idea. Sometimes when we lose a parent, we become our parents. We adopt all the traits, personalities of that person. We strive immediately to live our lives, look like them, dress like them, etc. That's not me. I am who I am, my own person. I will do and live my life the way I wish to. And if I break traditions and rituals, so be it. Because I will create new ones, possibly better ones for me. Tragedy has made me break traditions that no longer suit me in my life. I'm embarrassed to admit this, but when my dad was alive, I had a very narrow-minded, naive view of dating, for example. My father was old-fashioned. All he wanted to do was see me get married. I want grandkids, he said. He kind of preferred me dating someone from the same culture and religion, though. But he insisted, you know what, just marry who makes you feel happy at the same time. Very confusing. My dad put unnecessary pressure on me at times. Just get married. I almost did. To a narcissist, which would have been a living nightmare. But since his passing and a few months after, I started reviewing dating again. By reviewing, I was looking for the type of girl I assumed would suit me, in the sense of someone of the same culture, religion, background, area, whatever. I remember moaning to a close friend of mine about how those specific type of women I used to chase or thought I had to chase with had no connection with me. And then he said, look, dude, dating's like a buffet, but all you're doing is going up and eating Greek salad. You're missing out on all the other fantastic cuisines and dishes out there. I'll never forget those words. Tragedy has genuinely made me more open-minded, especially with dating. I've spoken to and had the pleasure of meeting more wonderful women from all backgrounds, ages, cultures, jobs, personalities than in my entire life. And I've never been more excited or happy to date. Before, I had tunnel vision. All I could see is what I assumed to be right. They had to tick specific boxes. They had to do things that I believed would make me happy, and then I would be okay to show them to my family, trying to appease others. Oh, how would they look at an event? Screw all of that. Waste of time. Now, I am far more open-minded and seeing the rest of the world rather than a small portion of it. I'm not just eating the Greek salad. This extends to life as well, not just dating. This is my life view. I'm more open-minded. The final way tragedy changed my life is more of a reassuring lesson. It is to just be myself. When Dad died, I immediately thought of stepping into his shoes, living life exactly how he did, with my own personal twist on it. Then I thought, how foolish and miserable would that make me? I'm not saying that my dad lived a bad or unhappy life. It was stressful, but it was his life. We were different people with different passions, interests, and values as well. Sure, we had some great things in common. We loved each other. We were friends. But again, we were different. Therefore, whether rightly or wrongly, the moment he died, I insisted and decided to carry on living life the way I wanted to and firmly on my terms. My late father was not particularly enthused by the idea I had of this channel and my blog. The moment he got sick, he saw it with 500 subs and not many visitors on my blog. But that does not mean I'm still going to continue and pursue this project, the SCG Show. If I live virtuously, don't harm others, or do anything against the law, and pursue my goals, hopefully I'm going to be okay. And above all, I'm going to be myself. And I know, and it brings me great comfort, I'm going to do all of this with my beloved Father alongside me, in spirit. Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, like and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, here's some more content you might be interested in.